Hello my friends and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. In our last video, we wrapped up our time on Roseway and slowly made our way back to the Groundbreaker. Now in today's video, I do have several quests on the Groundbreaker that I do need to work on. We have Salvager in the Sky because we have the nav key now, so we can go and talk to Lilya to pick up that job. We can also work on Silent Voices. That should just be a quest turn in. We can try and find this weapon that's on the Groundbreaker somewhere, maybe, perhaps, I'm not sure. But first, we're going to work on this quest, Drinking Sapphire Wine, which is still like the continuation of Parvati's personal companion quest, I suppose. It's under companion quest. It's a companion quest. Okay, let's just stop. Anyway, so Parvati likes Junlei. Junlei likes Parvati, but Parvati needs to have a drink to discuss it. So we're going to go to the Lost Hope and see what happens. That's what I got so far.
So, how's this work? Do we get a table? Stand in a corner?
Well, we'll get a table.
Fall finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question. Both
okay, same. We've heard that one before. We'll get a table, but let's talk.
Okay, so what are we drinking? You're the expert. Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper.
I've been frozen for 300 years. I'm new to the colony, so I have no idea what to drink here. You're not much of a drinker. Better start slow with the beer. I'd start with beer, but you said in Edgewater that the smell made you sick. How about wine? Ooh, I do like my wine. If you really wanted to get drunk, whiskey is efficient. Yeah, are you sure you want to do this? You seem extremely nervous.
Oh, no, that's on account of my not being able to sleep lately. Makes my hands all twitchy, you know? I've just been lying awake, thinking about what Junlei said, and feeling my heart shake.
You need to just go talk to her. You need to just go talk to her. Let's try some wine. Some wine will be good.
Oh, wow. You remembered. Well, that's fruit and such, right?
Sort of.
Okay, wine it is. Bottoms up.
No.
I'm no expert on wine, but ain't you supposed to drink that stuff with your little finger up?
Wow, this is really kind of nice, actually. Who'd have guessed old fruit could taste so good? Oh, Captain. I'm pining for Junlei something fierce. What am I doing?
Go talk to the girl. It's fine. Generally or specifically, whining it sounds like. Going on grand adventures in Halcyon. No, generally or specifically is what I'm gonna go with.
I mean, just with Junlei. I don't know what to do about us.
Beats me. Shrug. God, you can crush this girl. No, like Parvati, you're a sweet girl. Just go get the girl. Start by telling me why her message got you so unsettled. Let's start there.
Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all.
She wrote you bad poetry. She's interested. Like, let's be clear on that one. So what'd she actually write in the message you haven't said? Well, didn't I read it? No one sends terribly vague, sensual poetry to someone they don't like. Yeah.
I don't know, I'd call it, sensual. That's a lot.
The poem implied you calming her with a touch. That's romance serial grade stuff, Parvati.
It did. Oh dear, I hadn't really... Oh my goodness. And I told you!
So, Parvati, you gonna read this poem for us, or do we have to turn down the lights first?
Oh God, I should not have brought Felix along. What did she actually write in that message you haven't said?
It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her?
No. I don't think... No? I mean, I don't know. She might, but like... Yeah, what is this really about?
I just got a lot of feelings, Captain, and they're all climbing up my throat. I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve.
You need to savor the wine. Don't guzzle it. It's meant to be savored. No, let's get you some water. You are not, if you are not a drinker, you need to not have another glass of wine.
Come on, Captain. I'm here to drink. Okay, maybe you're right. I am a little woozy. Hydration, here I come.
Good thinking, boss. You just saved Parvati a whole lot of trouble.
Shush you.
Yes, shush you.
Oh, Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Even about silly things, but I'm so scared.
Just go talk to the girl. Like, where is my option? Just go get the girl. What about me? But yeah, what are you so scared of?
Everything? I got a solar system's worth of terrifying questions swirling around my head. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me?
Don't stop there, you're on a roll. No wonder you're scared. There's an easy way to get answers to all these questions, yeah.
There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the person who's got your heart in their hands. You know I'm not interested in physical affection. Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not?
You have to talk to her. Like, all joking aside, you have to talk to her. I mean, like, you're being you is fine. So, okay, so then you go your separate ways. We have that in common. You know, I'm not interested in physical affection either. Are you afraid of being rejected for who you are? Probably. So you're afraid of disappointing her. You can't control how people react to you, even people you care about. This is a tough one. I mean, I think she is obviously afraid of being rejected for who she is. And I think everybody's scared of that. I think I'm going to go with the last one. You can't control how people react to you, even people you care about. Oh, I hope that's not... It could go harsh, but let's try it.
What do you mean, Captain?
It sounded more profound. The only thing you can control is you.
So if I'm doing my very best to be kind and open-hearted, I shouldn't worry how she thinks of me? Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts.
We all do.
I suppose so, but I want to be my best self for her. A good person, worth caring for. Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just... Wow. So much to think about.
So are you going to ask her out?
Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should?
Yes, I think you should. You're still unsure? Yes, just ask her.
All right. There's no need to strip your screws over it. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out. Just as soon as we get back to the ship. I mean, probably. Eventually. Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot. You're good people, Captain.
You know something, Parvati? You ought to come drinking with the crew more often.
Huh. All right. Thank you, guys. You're real good friends, you know that? I wish there was a place we could all live quiet together. Come on, let's go.
Okay. That was a much deeper conversation than I thought it would be. I thought it would be just like, don't be silly, Parvati, go get the girl. And I think she's going to go get the girl, but, oh, Parvati, I would give you a big virtual hug if I could, but I can't. So anyway, take Parvati back to the ship with her first night out drinking behind her. Parvati would like to talk to you on the ship. Well, I want to go back to the ship and get Ellie. So... I wish there was a way I could change companions out here. I think I can eventually, but I have to, like, max max out a whole lot
What was
in a
your family
companion
like,
skill.
Felix? Did you ever know him?
I never knew him. I was a stowaway. That's what they call orphans who grow up in the back bays.
Oh, gosh. I'm sorry. That must have been lonesome.
Come on, Parvati, who you talking to? Imagine me pining after my family. Yeah, I suppose that was a touch lonesome. But hey, look at me now. I made it. I got a ship and everything.
Excuse me? It's my ship. You are just my crew person. Don't... I feel like he's gonna try to murder me and take my ship from me. Like he'll gang up with Ada and they'll like take me out.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh? My cargo's worth a lot of money.
Well, you probably should have insured it then.
It is. I'm just trying to make small talk.
Ain't small enough. I'm working here. Shoo.
You guys have been just kind of hanging out for a while. All right, let's go back to the ship and change companions. But I was saying that I was looking at my character, was it skills? It's under determination at 150. When a companion is sent back to the unreliable, a different companion can replace them. That's probably not gonna happen. Oh my gosh, 150? That's a crazy high amount. Okay, I can avoid talking to Parvati. And let's get Ellie back. Diet toothpaste. Spacer's Choice Diet toothpaste. Just saw that. Okay, so the next, I was gonna say test. The next task we're gonna work on, I think on the way was Salvager in the Sky. I think that's on the way down
Hey.
to engine.
That pad down there, with the lights off, there are people unloading a ship.
Probably another Sublight contract haul. Could be drugs, could be bootleg Aetherwave cartridges.
And they're just transferring cargo out where everyone can see?
Legal or not, somehow the company always has its paperwork in order.
She's got mad skills, that Lilya. Okay, so yes, let's go talk to Lilya and get our update to our quest for the salvage place.
Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar, a CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and pea-free nuts in it. It's time for a KYO.
Okay. Oh, and I need to empty my bags while we're here. Try to get some money back. All right.
C&D Borstwurst. It's not the worst unless it's Borstwurst.
How are the repairs going?
Just plugged the last of the O2 leaks. I'm ready for downtime.
Nasty encounter you had down there. Sorry, man. Fucking pirates, right? How you planning to spend your night off? Some lonely young Mardette with starships in their eyes?
You not getting some quality time with Vera's stock.
Let me know when you're heading out. We'll get drinks the night before.
I want glasses. Can I have glasses? Can I take your glasses? Not your glasses, your glasses. I like my movement mask a bit better. Anyone else have more conversations they'd like to share? No? We're good? All right, now, Felix, don't embarrass me. Ellie, I know you know how to be cool. Tobias.
Hey, Doc Fenhill. Glad to see you ain't moved on from Groundbreaker yet.
Hey, Tobias. How's the leg?
Good as you left it, ma'am. Still bends and everything.
You two know each other?
Took some extra lead while I was on a job. Ellie here patching me up good. The other guy thought his ship was perfectly operational. I told him it was salvage. We disagreed. I won.
Workplace hazards, Captain. Pretty routine around here.
Apparently. Does Sublight handle any legitimate business, or is this all just a front?
That's a good question. Yes? Yes, that sounds right. I'll make sure to include that in the new employee salvage tutorial.
Okay, bye. Yes? And here is Lilya.
Make this conversation worth my time, Captain.
I've got a nav key to Stellar Bay. Is that job still up for grab?
Sure is. Welcome aboard, contractor. One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you.
Fallbrook? Isn't that I have to go there for somebody else? So what's Sublight doing in Fallbrook?
A few of my contractors run flights in there and out again, working around with a board embargo. We keep the community lubricated with a steady supply of booze and unconventional erotica. Byzantium kids with more money than sense can thank Sublight for their good time.
How unconventional asking for a friend. Why do you need me if you already have people on the ground, though?
Catherine is tied up with other matters, and I don't want her bothered. I told her I'd be sending my best fixer. Try and play the part.
Okay, so what kind of salvage are we looking for?
When the board pulled out of Monarch, they buried or sealed anything they couldn't carry off-world. Apparently, one of Catherine's teams uncovered an abandoned lab with full tanks of Alta Vitae gas.
So I'm going after Alta Vitae gas. What exactly is that?
It's exactly 1 million bits per cubic meter. Before you get too excited, the only thing rarer than Alta Vitae gas is a reliable buyer.
Well, for those prices.
Dangerous stuff. Acid for the nucleon in your cells. It's no good to anyone outside of a lab.
But it can be a lot of fun, if you don't mind the possibility of rewiring your body on an atomic level.
You and I have different notions of fun, Dr. Fenhill.
Well, I'll take the job.
Now, get going. Catherine will brief you on the details when you check in with her at Fallbrook.
Okay.
One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. Understood?
Well, that's why I've got these guys. Sounds shady. Anything else I should know about Monarch?
Few laws and even fewer people to enforce them. If you're working for the right side, it's a fucking paradise. You'll do fine. Probably nothing to worry about. Probably.
Yeah, see? We'll be fine.
Probably. Probably. Let's be clear. She said probably a few times.
Watch yourself in Stellar Bay, Captain. If you think this neighborhood is rough, Monarch will chew you to shreds.
I had more questions about the Monarch job.
My guy in Stellar Bay had a lead on some salvage. Find the lead and... Ask away.
I guess that's it. So, before I go any farther... Oh, let's level up Ellie. Before I forget. Companion ability damage. Let's do that. And then journal. So... Space Crime Continuum. So hang on. You have a Salvager in the sky. You've taken a contract with Sublight Salvage and Shipping and are now part of the Space Crime Continuum. Ooh. So Lilia Hagan has a lead on some expensive salvage when the board abandoned Monarch. Several factories and research facilities were left mostly intact. While the majority of those locations have previously been stripped of valuable resources, Sublight agents on Monarch recently discovered a hidden laboratory with a cache of Alta Vitae gas. Lilya needs an independent captain to retrieve the salvage. And she keeps saying something about Fallbrook. Isn't... Yeah, Vicar Max has tracked the scholar to a rented domicile in Fallbrook. Okay, so I need to bring the Vicar to Fallbrook with me. Okay, so I guess when we do that...
Felix Millstone, Sublight agent. I like the sound of that.
Please stop. You're embarrassing me. But we need to do the silent voices. I need to go to Scylla at some point. Or Skyla. I can't remember how I'm supposed to say it. I would normally say Scylla, because that's what it looks like. But it's probably wrong. Let's be honest, I say everything wrong. Okie dokie, let's turn in this quest.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the
Oh, no,
dangers
we've read that one. We've heard that one.
My comm center already got an update ping from the backup relay. I trust everything went smoothly.
Yeah, I mean, basically. Here's your data backup.
Thanks. That's odd. The only messages in the queue are encrypted ones. Looking at the transmission logs, the relay hasn't received a single unencrypted message in the past 36 months. Must be on account of some new security red tape. Well, whatever's the cause, the board and the Earth Minister will see it sorted. Thanks again for saving my derriere. I secured quite the payment authorization for you from Chief Junlei.
Oh.
Try not to spend it all in one place.
How much did I get? Got lots of XP. 1,500, that's not bad. I feel like I got most of my money back from from buying that nav key already. That's great. But let's see, what was that quest? Silent Voices? You reactivate the transmitter and recover the backup communications data. Groundbreaker will avoid a crippling communications blackout. But they're all encrypted messages. Interesting. So Groundbreaker, I'm very positive. And then, let's see, Sublight Shipping, Monarch Stellar Industries, Iconoclast. Let's not read who that is yet. Okay, and then the last quest to work on here is Weapons from the Void. So acquire the science weapon on the Groundbreaker. The logs on Hawthorne's terminal mentioned rumors from the Groundbreaker of a scientist who bragged about a powerful weapon he was researching. Perhaps more details can be found on the station. Another of Hawthorne's logs mentioned looking in Gladys's shop for old records. Apparently the smuggler acquired several leads that way. I did get those other items, but I'm wondering where this could be at. Here we go. So, all right, let's see if I can figure it out.
C&P Borston Baked Beans. When you need to eat and run, Borston Baked Beans is the
Is it back in here? Maybe? It looks like it. Huh. It's up there somewhere. I wonder how I get up there.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch.
I have an idea, because I went up in that area before.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Concerned citizens often ask why there aren't enough new
Yeah, there's
faces
some
in the
kind of
Halcyon
passageway up that way.
We
Here we
all want
go.
new neighbors from time to time. Our studies have shown that a controlled population is inversely proportional to consumer happiness. If you recall,
Echo!
Whoa.
Nothing?
There's this whole other place I haven't even been to. What the heck is that?
They won't try that again.
They won't. What is this place? What the heck? I feel like I vaguely remember reading about some hangar keycard. About some, oh, come on, there's something up here. Isn't there? No, there's not. Never mind. about some entrance to something somewhere else in Groundbreaker. And I kind of forgot about it just now. But it was through the crew quarters. Wow, there's this whole other place. The Prismatic Hammer. Hammersmith was working on a hammer weapon, the Pulse Hammer, when its rival company, Aramid Ballistics, stole the plans, rushed its development, and beat them to market, all the while ridiculing Hammersmith with a marketing campaign about them having no hammer in their weapon line. Hammersmith executives demanded the ultimate hammer to be produced, but the prototype was so expensive that it never entered production. So Jock Weapons, R&D Department, Science Weapons. Science weapons are unique weapons that have strange and powerful effects. Science weapons damage and the strength of their effects both increase as your science skills increase. Jock Engineers ensures our bottom line and fire rates are sky high.
Jackpot.
So we acquired the science weapon on the Groundbreaker. Ooh, wow. Oh, that's cool looking. I like that I get to carry it over my shoulder. I don't know what I want to do with it. But what's the special effect? Knockdown. Well, that's not very exciting. So, terminal, anything else before I start reading the terminal? Huh. Okay. Prismatic Hammer Research Terminal logs. Last log entry date error aberrant interference. Log 1 discovery. Entry 1. While rummaging through the back bays, I discovered a very old Hammersmith crate that seemed to have been sealed for a very long time. A bit of elbow grease and determination pried it open, but I couldn't make heads or tails of my discovery, a prototype hammer. I didn't know Hammersmith actually made hammers, which I guess it was the whole irony that Hammersmith had a weapons line but didn't make hammers, right? But I've brought it back to my lab for a closer look. How strangely it glows. The trail of its wake lingers even when my eyes are closed. So entry 2, mystery. I've spent more time on the hammer. Its internal workings are state of art. Thermal, electrical, and chemical systems all working in harmony. How is this even possible? The weapon is a breakthrough in circuitry and engineering, and many of its systems appear rigged against tampering. There is a curious energy signature swirling about the weapon, though I have yet to identify the source. The air tastes of copper, and I have lost several teeth. That's not good. Log 3, troubles. I have had the most sublime prismatic dreams since I invited the hammer into my bedchamber. Never mind that for now. Good news first. The energy signatures match Blondiot's elusive end rays, raising the hammer's elemental properties to 4: shock, plasma, corrosion, and radiation. Now for the bad. In my attempts to neuter the self-destruct functionality, I inadvertently caused a small fire. The hammer's manual controls may never function again. Swinging it seems to be the only way of cycling through its elemental modes. I must take greater care with future experiments. Log 4, annihilation. I've taken the liberty of locking myself in the workshop. My tinkerings were all for naught. This is no prototype. I am simply too flawed to recognize its perfections. The hammer is a lesson, a symbol. It whispers to me that disorder rules all things, but with a little ambition, we can harness that power. Only by inflicting chaos upon others can we transmute disorder into harmony. And that is a lesson Halcyon is not ready to hear. So did this hammer kind of make you crazy? Because it sure sounds like it. But hey, we found a science weapon. And another room. Where does this door go? Oh, I see where I am now. Okay, because that's the crew quarters right there. All right, that's nice and easy. Well, I am going to spend some time emptying my bags, and then I will meet you back on the Unreliable once I have finished doing so.
I received a very interesting message from Gladys Kilkelly not too long ago. You know, about the toothpaste.
Oh.
The Spacer's Choice trustees will be pleased. I might even get an extra meal voucher. And I hear I got you to thank. so thanks.
A whole extra meal voucher. Be bold, Martin. Ask for 2 meal vouchers.
I don't think boldness is really part of our brand. I'd need to check my contract.
Hey, we're wearing the same hat.
I got you too? Same hat. How right you are. Looks really good on you. What a snug fit on your giant head. Hope you're very happy in there.
I'm very happy in here.
Wear it with pride, with hope. No one can take that away from you.
They can't. Well, that was an unexpected conversation, but now I'm really going to empty my bag, so I will be back momentarily. And here we are, back on the Unreliable. Bags emptied and ready to chit-chat with some people. So let's start off chit-chatting with Parvati, since our last update was to, with her first night out drinking behind her, Parvati would like to talk to you on the ship. So let's have another awkward girl conversation, but perhaps a good girl conversation. I just think she needs, like, positive reinforcement. Not to sound cheesy, but positive reinforcement to go get the girl.
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar.
Of course not.
I did have fun, and I tried some things I never would have otherwise. Some of the drinks we tried I even liked. I guess it's not all disgusting. And I don't feel it today. I guess that water must have worked. I'm glad I had you looking out for me.
Well, it is wine, and wine is lovely. And you're welcome. So glad to hear it. Did you talk to Junlei? If I know one thing, it's how to stave off hangovers. Well, let's ask about Junlei. Let's just be direct.
I messaged Junlei when we got back, and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos.
Okay, not bad so far. Not to ask for any spoilers, but will we be drinking again tonight? Were there any funny typos? At least it's no bad poetry this time. I mean, there is that, but it's not bad so far.
I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises.
So Junlei does like you, and she said it in the most awkward way possible. So the Isabella crisis was all a big misunderstanding. It appears so. Glad we wasted our time drinking. No. If you two marry, you'll be saying, haha, just kidding, unless you're not. No, that would be awful, actually. So let's go with the first one.
Oh, isn't she sweet? Like one of those 2-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal and, I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hand, miss. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow, thanks for taking me out, Captain.
You're welcome. Let's take Parvati back to the ship. It's done. What's next, game? Oh, it's completed. We completed it. Well, let's look at what the text says. You and a couple of drinks help Parvati work through her concerns about her relationship with Junlei. Oh, that's so good. Well, okay, I guess she wants to go have some alone time. That's fine. Let's go drop off my science weapon at storage. Oh, and I want to get Parvati's proper clothes back out. It's not what I meant to do. Let's store that one. Nope, store and store. And where's Parvati's clothes? Let's take those. Okay. And now...
Would you like a reminder on when your next shower is scheduled?
No? Can you not remind me of those things? Okay, no new messages. So I think before we go out to Monarch, I want to go see Dr. Wells. Because I've got two things. I've got the weapons from the Void. So Phineas Wells has a science weapon on his orbital lab, and then passage to anywhere. You finally have a nav key to Stellar Bay on Monarch. Inform Dr. Wells so you can learn why you need to travel to the restricted planet and who you need to meet once you're there. Ada should be able to establish a connection with Wells. Solution vital. Oh yeah, that was the Skilla one. Well, let's quick save and go talk to Ada to talk to Wells, and then we'll go to see Wells on his ship. How about that? I feel like that's a good idea.
Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells?
Yes. Put him... Doesn't this guy have a life?
I don't believe so, Captain. Transmission incoming.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
Okay. You sound like you've been to Monarch.
No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps?
A hotbed of political activity sounds like fun. I mean, kind of, but not like... I don't think Heather would find it fun. I find it fun. But anyway, where should I start?
You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
Okay, I have questions.
Come see me in my lab. I'll answer any questions you have.
Perfect.
Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Oh, no pressure. But what happens if we wake up everybody on the Hope and they don't want to do what you want them to do? Just putting it out there. So passage to anywhere. You bought a nav key from Gladys to get to Stellar Bay. So now I have a new quest called Radio Free Monarch. Ugh, reading is hard. The information broker promised to find the location of the chemicals needed by Phineas. Problem is, he hasn't delivered the intel on time and hasn't provided an explanation. Travel to Monarch, find him, and obtain the data. So we need to speak to Nyoka, who's going to be our guide. A big game hunter named Nyoka. She frequents the yacht club at Stellar Bay, so look for her there. Well, we're gonna go to Phineas's lab first and look for the weapon.
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
I mean, that looks way more secretive than the covert lab at Roseway. At least there's not like a sign with an arrow pointing, hey, Phineas Wells is right here. But I was talking about something else, but I can't remember what it was now.
Take someone to watch your back, please.
I will. We'll take Ellie and Felix again. Negotiate with Sprats for territory? What?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Does this work?
Yes.
Oh, damn it. Blast, that's loud.
Did you have something you wanted to say, Doctor, or are you just being obnoxious? I'm assuming I can loot this place without him getting mad at me, but let's look around. Oop, oop, oop. People just leaving bits all over the place. Don't understand that.
Nice going.
Thanks. Getting pretty good at that, aren't I? Are her shoes glowing? It looked like her shoes were glowing. Is there like some sort of force field keeping out or keeping in the oxygen so that we don't get sucked out into space and then also can breathe?
I'm just securing my ongoing experiments and securing myself.
Okay.
mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Well, hasn't the previous Alex Hawthorne been here before? Do you mind if I look around first? There's pigs. Note, reminder, extinguish plasma cutter before returning to pocket. Yeah, that's should be obvious. Communications terminal. Enter company name here, enter company name here, enter slogan. So, password required. Well, let's hack it. To H. Blythe. That's the guy on Monarch, right? So, cause undetermined original message appended. I worked it out, explain details later, will be difficult to reproduce, need your help. All necessary materials should be present in Halcyon, but locations elude me. Dumped a new associate, Dirtside, Terra 2 near Edgewater. They have a stake in my purpose, but trust in them only about 23.7% at present. They're recovering a ship, should be along any time. Just need to know where to send them. Let me know when you get this, eager to be done, P. So is it me? No. Yeah, it has to be me because I had to recover a ship. He only trusts me 23.7%.
Careful, that's my communications terminal.
Uh-huh. I can tell. You seem a little mad scientist-y. Pick up pocket watch. Okay. Scribble note, reminder, mop up melted pig. Well, this place seems awful. Pick up shrink ray.
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
Oh, I will. I'm going to totally do that. That's going to be hilarious. Well, let's explore the other half of the room. Okay. Bubbles. Oh. It's kind of cute, actually. Reminders, seals leak. Never use this pod.
You know that escape pod has a 12% risk of catastrophic failure. Quite safe by Halcyon standards.
Is this the pod that you stuck me? This was the pod you stuck me in. Why would you? Okay, I'm taking that poster. I'm taking these things, sir. Apparently they're for my ship. There we go. There's the words. Reminder, obscure body in SK system. Reminder by letter. I can't believe you stuck me in a pod that only worked like 6% of the time or something. Hibernation chamber. You spent over 4 decades in space with nothing but the technology of this little chamber keeping you alive. The rest of your fellow colonists are still trapped in similar chambers, waiting for you to restore them. Wasn't it 300 years?
Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 28%.
Thanks. Hibernate. Oh, my helmet.
Ah, your old hibernation mask. Had to remove it, you know, in case you were prone to vomiting.
Thanks. Dehibernation experiment notes. Raising core temp another 5C over 1 hour. Dosage appears to be working. Slight diffs from processing in cysty pigs, not beyond expected boundaries. Microscopic assessment shows no sign of sudden traumatic mast cell wall collapse. Encouraging. Reminder, still need to mop up pig. Did you test this out on pigs before you did it on me? Is that what's happening here? Like there was an exploding pig and you thought it was... Okay. Need to get a view into the cranium, see what's going on with the neurons. Oops, hand slipped, likely effects. Oh, nothing important. May have numbness in left heel. Whoever needs that. I do. Looking at sample, evidence of hyperactive production of dopamine and norepinephrine. Curious. No evidence of entropic effects on neurons, however. Very excited. Now, if only I can keep them from exploding. Raising core temp another 5C 1 hour. Oops, forgot I had probe and brain jostled with elbow. Subject may suffer numbness in right earlobe. Acceptable. Feel ridiculous telling mostly frozen slab of meat. You're doing fine, Heather. Practicing bedside manner important. Aids recovery. Curious about that neurochemical production side effect of prolonged hibernation. Subject may experience tachyphysia, whatever. Exaggerated fight or flight response. Checked brainwave. Found sharp uptick in perceptive cognitive processing when I jostled the probe. Fascinating. Equivalent to speed of common fly's brain. Could be useful in stressful situations. Subjective time dilation. SeaWorld moving in slow motion. Would everyone from Hope have this sort of brain damage, or is it peculiar to Heather? You stuck a probe in my brain and wiggled it. What? Can't wait to awaken more from the Hope study in detail. Is it even right to call this effect brain damage? Seems like enhancement to me. Who wouldn't want to call hyperfast cognitive response? Am I envious? To expand the span of breath to an eternity, to be able just for a moment to perceive the world in all its infinite detail. Core temp up, still stable, no sign of cell decay, neurological necrosis beginning next 5C over 1 hour. Yes, I believe I do envy you, Heather. I don't know if I trust this guy. I can calculate the movement of heavenly bodies, but not the madness of men. Newton. Experimental notes. Experiment 1173. Flash frozen organic material reverts back to its original cell structure when treated with tincture of dimethyl sulfoxide. Rate of explosive cell death a very respectable 6%. Bad news. Difficult to acquire limited quantities of compound. Likely produced by Anti-Cleo. Recently discontinued due to severe adverse reactions. Must find more. So, experiment 938. At 12, artificial stasis successfully induced in cystipig specimen. At 217, revivification complicated. Cystipig tissue returned to living state. Brain tissue suffered from rapid nucleation. Attempting treatment. 558, treatment progressing. 820, treatment failed. Brain tissue irreparably damaged by rapid onset necrosis. 851, explosive cell death. 949, finished cleaning liquefied remains of cystipig from laboratory floors, walls, and equipment. So this was experiment 10-something. So 216, fresh out of Anti-Cleo's, experimenting with Spacer's Choice partially emulsified creamer substitute. 218, finished brewing, added 2 ounces Spacer's Choice. 220, atrocious, felt part of self die on the inside. Reminder, add Spacer's Choice to the list. Note to self number 2, buy more mouthwash. Cystipig notes. Have spared one of my stock of experimental cystipigs to be used as renewable source of nourishment. Have named this Lucky Pig Bubbles. Giving an animal a name establishes rapport and creates a positive emotional bond. Allegedly improves flavor of tumors. You eat the tumors? Off the ew. That should have been obvious, right? Ew. Must look into that. Excellent creatures, cystipigs. Don't know how people used to survive with without these genetic wonders of porcine succulence. Slaughtering a pig for meat instead of harvesting tumors that ripen naturally, falling off the flesh like mock apples off a tree. Seems like the height of barbarity. Truly a miracle. I feel like I'm going to throw up. Personal files. Personal log. 1037. Having procured the services of one Captain Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable, I hope he didn't name his ship after the quality of his services. I'll be sending my new accomplice down to Hawthorne via escape pod as soon as the revival process is complete. Hawthorne should make for an agreeable companion, or at least an acceptable chaperone, law willing he isn't a total buffoon. Okay. All right, Dr. Wells. Let's talk. Because I have questions.
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing.
No.
So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
Well, I appreciate you pulling me out of the Hope. You could have asked me before shoving me into that escape pod. Any chance you could repair that monitoring device? What monitoring device? Well, I should say thank you for rescuing me from the Hope. That would be the appropriate thing to do, right?
Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner.
Yeah.
I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about something else.
Of course. What's on your mind?
Yeah, is there some reason you're hiding behind bulletproof glass?
Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
I got a moment to talk? I feel like we keep asking if we can talk to him, and I'm not getting anywhere.
Absolutely. Let's talk.
Don't you ever leave your lab?
Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the aether. Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die of hypoxia.
That's not what I meant. And you know it. That's not what I meant. Do you have some kind of life outside of your work?
Life outside work? No, of course not. My life is my work. For that matter, everyone else's lives are also my work. An entire colony's worth of lives are at stake. It's up to me, up to us to set things right. To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to be done. The Hope's colonists won't revive themselves, you know.
But I'm getting all the stuff. So what are you doing before I get all the stuff so that you can do this? Yeah, and why are you so obsessed with reviving the Hope's colonists?
Because we've lost our way. The board has a stranglehold over this colony, and we've all been conditioned into total obedience. The Hope is full of specialists, scientists, engineers, talented individuals like you, people who haven't been corrupted by the board. Unfortunately, the Hope's colonists have been frozen for decades, well past your shelf life, so to speak. No offense.
It's fine. Yeah, but you revived me, so you must have solved the problem. Yeah, you mentioned needing some special chemicals. Is that why?
Precisely. The chemical I need is dimethyl sulfoxide, a rare, potent, essential to reviving long-frozen bodies. 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you never should have survived the revival process. But the conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. There's yet hope for the Hope. Get it?
Yeah, yeah, but like, what if it doesn't work again? I'm glad to hear that everyone the Hope is depending upon us. I mean, yeah, but I don't know.
We'll do our very best to save them all. I'd best get back to work. I can feel my last dose of caffeinoid fading.
I feel like I want to ask more questions. Like, I
hope you're not thinking of ingratiating yourself with the board. Chairman Rockwell and his cronies are not your friends. They might tempt you with promises of wealth, but don't be fooled. They're just using you for their own ends. What's on your mind?
Have you met my crew yet?
No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
So you're the captain's mysterious associate. I'm Ellie. Nice to meet you.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy.
Relax, they're with me. Yeah, show a little hospitality, Phineas.
Oh, very well. I can be a little cantankerous when I haven't had my caffeinoids. You have my apologies, and so forth. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are.
Such as they are?
You're a natural leader, after all. Law knows Halcyon's in need of real leaders.
Okay. You're right, I'm doing pretty well for myself. Yeah, spare me the flattery, Phineas.
That's odd. I'm at least 65% certain my tone was sufficiently sincere. Perhaps the glass is distorting my voice. Must look into that.
Oh, dear. So is there anything else I can talk to him about? No, I guess that's it. I don't know. I wanted more questions, to ask him more questions. And I'm not sure how I feel about this guy. Why does he suddenly want to let them out? Like, it's not like he's, you know, a young chicken, as it were. He's been part of this colony for quite some time. Did it take him this long to, like, figure it out? Like, what motivated him to suddenly want to do these things? Like, you know, I'm going to save them. It's all about me, but I mean, also you too. I just feel like there's something else going on here that I'm not too sure about, but that's a worry for another day because we are at time for today. So on Saturday, I think we will probably head out to Monarch, and that's if we got the Radio Free Monarch quest, we have the Space Crime Continuum quest, and the Empty Man quest, all of them on Monarch. So lots to do, new places to explore, someone new to meet and chit chat with, so lots to do. Anyway, now I'm officially rambling. So as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again on Saturday with another new Outer Worlds video.